currently in the process of drawing the Buffalo Bills logo on the back of what's supposed to be a winter knit hat that I found pictures of Josh Allen wearing. I was initially going to use this color Sharpie for the outline of the hat. The bottom trim part, the thick bottom trim part of it. But then based on pictures, it seemed this midnight blue color would be more appropriate for that. And these are all the Sharpie markers I've used so far in drawing Josh Allen. I don't think I started drawing him until the afternoon. I think this is supposed to be some kind of New York symbol, though it wasn't easy for me to find it. I couldn't find it easily off of Bing Images by searching NY symbol. I had to essentially search more for Buffalo Bills apparel in order to find this symbol, because the pictures of Josh Allen wearing that hat didn't have that symbol big enough to make it easy for me to draw it. And this is the NFL logo on the other side of the hat. This is the front. I'm doing the back first to get some practice with the Buffalo Bills logo. At 12:45 p.m. I had some sausage and corn that I microwaved for. I was initially going to do 30 seconds, but decided to do 45 seconds. It still wasn't quite enough to get the sausage hot, but it was still good. Then I had some leftover corn that was in another container at around 4 p.m. Then at 6:45 p.m., I had some cucumber slices that Dad made for me and put in what I later learned was butter ranch dressing. Dad prepared it for me before he left for work today. Then around 7:30 p.m. was when I had those snacks that I took for the road. From the recovery area of a American Red Cross donation center. After I donated blood. It's currently 10:40 p.m. and not too long before I started filming this video, Dad came back from work. Well, after work, he first went to Salvatore's, where he got me this milk. I believe he was there from 7 to 10 p.m. And then when he got back, I think maybe he might have briefly visited his parents at some point. While arriving home, this pasta dish with chicken and sausage, as well as this bread with butter, was made by his mom. It's pretty good. I like it. And then he had me come outside out of the apartment building itself, not just the unit. In order to show me a whole bunch of styrofoam someone gave him that they apparently got from ordering some kind of shelf. They were mostly flat pieces, most of which were pretty big enough that the only appropriate drawing for them would be some kind of mural for each of them, but some of the pieces were small enough that portraits and smaller landscapes like I usually do would be more appropriate. Outside at night are pretty typical for a summer night. A mild coolness. I think throughout today it was pretty nice and sunny. I'm going ahead a little bit when it comes to the Skillshare class I'm currently taking on the basic skills unit of the Getting Started with Drawing course series. But I am trying to make an effort to practice, even if it wasn't much today. There was some point, I think, around noon to the afternoon period. Yeah, I tried to work on the 99th Dan Hammond episode any way I could, and that included opening up the latest version of Rapper Offline, in order to see if they had fixed the VoiceForge voices, and they hadn't yet. I also tried to look for the Nazaire text-to-speech voice that I used for Kyle the Uber driver. And I couldn't find it. I at one point looked at Microsoft's Azure AI when it comes to text-to-speech voices. I thought maybe they might have it, but they didn't. Although they do represent a promising development in speech synthesizer research, though I suspect that Vyond Studio has already offer some of those text-to-speech voices. All I could really do at the time was to add a scene right after when Caesar's dad, Michael, says that the Smirk CD in universe within the Dan Hammond episode is appropriate for Caesar. Yeah, this is what my city on Elvenar looks like currently. The new episodic event started not too long ago. The key to these sort of events is to try to be ruthless at first when it comes to completing the task sets, so that you'll have time to complete the later task sets that then require some time to complete, such as the ones for collecting goods from your manufactories and for recruiting units. This is where I am currently on the tech tree. I'm currently in the process of upgrading my residences. And trying to collect the resources I need to activate the technologies that'll get me to the Elementals chapter. Out of all the mini games I've seen from these episodic events, this is a unique one, as well as the most convoluted I've seen in my at least 1 to 2 years or so of playing this game. It's a good thing for this.